What's up everybody, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're gonna troubleshoot the error 1 code on the Afikim model S4. Now this video is gonna show you how to troubleshoot the S4 specifically, but you can apply these same troubleshooting tips to the S3 model or the C4 or the C3 or even the SE model. They're all gonna pretty much work the same way with respects to error code number 1. Now, before I get started, I do wanna take the time to mention that we offer a free product catalog with our latest and best-selling products. Tons of information. You've got coupon codes, information about our giveaway, and a lot more. You're gonna wanna claim a copy. To get a copy, it's super easy. You can either call the phone number at the bottom of the screen, ask one of our non-commissioned sales experts to send you a catalog, or you can go to our website, www.mobilitydirect.com. Click on the green button that says free catalog at the top of every page, fill out the simple short form that pops up, and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. You could also just click at the top right-hand corner of the screen and where it says get free catalog, and it'll take you to the form. It's really easy to do it that way. So let's go ahead and dive into things. So again, this is the S4. I'm gonna get on the scooter here and just show you the issue that we're having. So this mobility scooter has two 12-volt batteries like most mobility scooters. And the first thing you really wanna do if you get that error 1 code is make sure that your batteries aren't going bad. Now I'm just going normal pace here. I'm at half speed. I'm gonna switch. Oh, I didn't even need to switch to full speed. It just stopped on me suddenly. And there we go, error 1. It's not moving. So the first thing we really wanna do when we have a situation like this, if we look at the user manual, I already have experienced this issue before, so I know, but I'm just gonna show you. In the user manual, there's a section for troubleshooting, and it's towards the end. Now, if you go to the troubleshooting section, there's gonna be an explanation of the different error codes. Error code displayed, error 1, bad connection to the battery. So we're gonna wanna check the battery and make sure everything's okay. And it even says here, flash, for one flash, the battery needs charging or there's a bad connection, so check the connections on the battery. If the connections are good, try charging the battery. Now I've charged the battery and it's still doing it. All right, folks, so what I want to show you is how you can check your battery voltage using a voltage meter or a multimeter. In this case, I have a Klein's Tool multimeter, and I'm going to check the voltage. So I put it on here to voltage set at a maximum of 200. And you should really have one of these if you're going to do any kind of troubleshooting on electronic devices. It really helps. We have a ton of videos where we troubleshoot motors, controllers, ignitions, throttles, all using a multimeter and putting it in the ohms resistance measurement setting down here. But for this test, we're just going to test voltage. So I've got it on a maximum of 200. You can't use 20 because it goes up to 24 volts, so it'll show an overload. So we put it up to 200. And what I'm going to simply do is use the charging port. You can put one probe in the left hole, one probe in the right hole of the XLR charging port. It has 3 holes. It's a 3-pin barrel connector charger. You're probably familiar with it. And you can just get voltage right from the charging port. So you can see here, I've got 26.5 volts, right? And that's all good and well. But what I want to do is make sure that as I'm riding, that stays consistent at around 26 or, you know, close to 26, maybe a little bit lower than 26 as I'm going. If it starts to drop down to 24, that's why it's losing power and turning off. That means your batteries aren't able to hold a charge under a load, meaning when it's moving. So at 26.5 stationary, that's great. That's enough power. But let's see what happens when I start moving forward. 26.3, 26.2, 26, 25.8, 25.6. Okay, 25.7. So it's not really losing voltage too much, like how I was explaining. If it goes down below or even close to 24, that would be a sign that your batteries are not able to hold voltage under extreme load. Now, if I start going up a hill, it could potentially really lower the voltage. So I'm gonna keep going for a little bit and go over some cobblestone, go over some rough terrain, turn the speed up a little bit and see what happens. I want to see if it gets down to 24 and then shuts off. So far, so good. So it might just be a loose connection on the battery terminal. That's another reason why we would get it to randomly shut off. So I'm gonna go for a little while longer, go up this hill, keeping an eye on the voltage. We're at 25.8, 25.7, 25.6. Let's see what happens when I go up this hill. 24.2, you saw that? So it actually went down to about 24.2 when going up the hill. That is a little concerning. So these batteries that I've had in here for a while now, they are lithium batteries, but I've had them for a long, there we go. It went to 24.8 and then it gave me the error 1 code. So it just shut off on me. And now it's actually working again, so it just temporarily shut off without even throwing the error code, which is strange. Let me actually do that one more time. I'm gonna bring the tiller all the way down so you can see what's on the display here. Put my multimeter back in the charging port, the probes there. Okay. All right, so here we have 26.4. Let's go up that hill one more time. I'm gonna go nice and slow to really get it to drain. 24.9. Now when I was going faster, it went down to like 24.2 and then it cut out. So I wanna say maybe that's why it cut out at that exact moment. And okay, so now I'm getting the error 1 code again. So I'm gonna reset power, and I think personally, because dropping down low on an incline is pretty normal, right? It's really working a lot to try and get up that incline. I'm gonna test out the connections next. Now keep in mind, folks, we actually have a whole playlist of videos for this model and all the other Afikim models, which include changing tires, troubleshooting the controller, upgrading things like the batteries, the horn. We actually put an air horn on one of these bad boys and went around scaring people. It was pretty funny. So check out the playlist. I'm gonna put a link in the top right-hand corner of the screen where it says Afikim videos. You can click there and you're gonna see a ton of videos. We have a playlist for each model too. So we have a playlist for the S4, the C3, the C4, every model. So check them out. And let's go ahead and start troubleshooting further. All right, folks, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the seat first. That's the first step you need to do. There's a little lever here on the left-hand, or on the front of the seat, so you wanna kind of lift that up and hold it up while you're picking straight up on the seat, and that's gonna allow the seat to come right out. Now, what we're gonna do next is take the shroud cover off. That's this whole red body panel, the colored panel. There's some little hand screws here. We got one here, and basically one on each corner. So you want to loosen those up all the way. I'm just going to take these rubber caps off because I know they always pop off whenever I'm removing things, and make sure they don't go anywhere because I don't want to lose them. They're just there for aesthetics, but I don't want to lose them. So I'm going to take the whole cover off now, put it to the side, grab my multimeter, and start looking at stuff here. So we really want to first inspect all the terminal connectors, make sure nothing's loose. Oh, look at that. That's loose. That's tight, and the rest of them are tight. I'm just doing a little hand wiggle test, and I noticed, look at that one. You can clearly see it's loose. These are tight, and this one's loose. So the error 1 code was perfectly accurate. And there's really nothing else to do here except tighten that up, because when it's wiggling like that and you're going off-road, guess what? You're getting an intermittent connection on the volts that it needs. So what I'm gonna do is tighten that up. It looks like maybe we're missing a washer, and that's why. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that out. All right, folks, so keep in mind, I do have lithium batteries here, and these lithium batteries are amazing. They're gonna give you like up to 80 to 90 miles of range. We actually beat a world record using this exact same scooter model and the same batteries, which are the Dakota 135 amp 12 volt batteries. Now it's awesome because they come with an 11-year warranty. So yes, they are a bit more expensive, but you get that 11-year warranty, okay? And not only that, they're gonna weigh half the weight of the traditional sealed lead acid batteries. So what I'm doing is I'm putting an extra washer in here. That was the problem. It was just, these bolts are not the original bolts that the unit comes with. So I'm gonna have to modify it a little bit and improvise. That's okay. It's just a washer. We just wanna make sure that that bolt is nice and tight and that it's not wiggling around, because this is an off-road scooter. So when it's shaking around like that, guess what? It could lose the connection just enough so that the voltage goes below what it requires to actually operate the unit, which again, 24 volts is the minimum. So if you're getting down to like 24, that means it might work, but it might also limit your top speed. This machine, it can sense when the battery voltage is low, and it'll limit your top speed, so that way you're not going full speed and draining the battery too quickly, which is a pretty nice feature. Now, if you have one of these models, we'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Keep in mind, you can ask questions. We reply to every single comment. So if you have a question, leave a comment, go to the comment section, and we will answer it. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us you love the video, tell us you hate it, tell us what kind of videos you'd like to see next. We really appreciate your support, and you know, having people engage with our YouTube channel goes a long way for us. So thank you so much for watching till this point. We're almost done here. The only thing that's really left to do now is to actually test the unit out and make sure that the error 1 code's not happening anymore. And I'm pretty confident that we figured it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my hand screws on here, and we'll be right back with you. All right, folks, so we just got all the 4 screws on. It does take a little bit of maneuvering of the body panel to get everything lined up perfectly. You kind of want to make sure that your seams are all nice and tight here on the back, and if they're not, that's probably going to make it harder to put the hand screws back in. So we've got everything back together as far as the screws and the caps. Let's go ahead and put the seat back on. By the way, you want to lift up that rotation lever while you're dropping the seat in. There we go. The seat's in. You know it's in because it's not going to rotate. So let's go ahead and test it out now. All right, so everything's back together here. Let's see what happens. I'm confident that now everything's going to work just fine. And I love this scooter. I mean, I use it for all kinds of things. We have videos where I show you how I hook up a towing cart with an agricultural sprayer on the back. I use a cart to tow around my chainsaws, my tree trimming machines and weed whackers, and I do all kinds of work around the property. I love it. It's a beast. This has the upgraded motor package and the extra wide rear tires, so it can handle pretty much any kind of terrain. And now that the battery connection is secure, I'm going to test it to make sure it does handle well even on the roughest terrains. I've got the speed all the way up now, and guess what? No error 1 code, no intermittent shutting down of the unit. I'm going to go over this log. Look at that. We just went over about a 12-inch log, and it's still holding up just fine. I'm going almost 12 miles per hour. All right, so we can safely say that it's working just fine now. I just hit 12 miles per hour, going over all kinds of bumps, and it's not giving me the error 1 code anymore. So we've successfully diagnosed and fixed the issue. It was just a loose connection. Now, if it wasn't just a loose terminal screw like how we experienced in this case, you may need to check all the different wires that lead from the battery to the controller, but the concept will be the same. If you have a loose wire somewhere or a loose connection to a wire somewhere, and you're going around on rough terrain and it's shutting off randomly, it's just one of 2 things. Either your batteries are old and they're not able to hold a minimum voltage of 24 volts when under load, aka when moving, or the error code is exactly correct, meaning you have a loose connection somewhere, folks. That's it. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video. Again, this is the Afiscooter Model S4 by Afikim. We are the only dealer eligible to offer a lithium battery upgrade on this model, so if you are interested, you want to learn more about purchasing one of these, give us a call with the number below. We'd love to earn your business. We offer tax-free sales. Shipping is free at mobilitydirect.com. We're also one of the only dealers currently offering a 3-year in-home repair contract with the purchase of this model, which is pretty awesome. There's a bunch of new accessories coming out soon, like a roof canopy with a solar panel. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, when we get new products, new repair videos, you can stay informed. You'll get a notification on your YouTube app. Now, I did tell you at the beginning to stay tuned to the end so you can learn how you can enter our giveaway. And it's pretty simple, folks. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment on this video. By commenting and subscribing, you're automatically entered into our monthly giveaway raffle. Like you can see on the screen now, we have tons of giveaway winners. Every month we randomly select a YouTube subscriber that comments on our channel, and we call them, we send them a notification, and we say, hey, you're the winner. Let's meet up, let's ship you a free scooter, and the next lucky winner could be you. So what are you waiting for? It's free to do. You're already here. Just hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and you could be the next lucky winner. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. I just want to say thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you found it helpful. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.
Wow! Come on, groove it on. I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real.